Yes, this is the Meta Man wondering, did Facebook kill the metaverse? And so instead of being a statement, it's a question. You decide, listen to all the facts and you decide. What I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be playing a video created by Facebook, and then I'm going to intersperse my comments, and then you get to decide, because there's some very serious allegations that you need to be ready for. This is not just a video for education, although of course my videos are for education and entertainment. This is for you to be prepared, for you to be forearmed and foreaware, because if you're not, you could slip into the wrong metaverse. You could be unsuspectedly hooked in incorrectly and get hurt. And I don't want you to get hurt, not as a subscriber to MetaMan. Maybe you're not a subscriber. Then go right there and subscribe, because I do a great job for you. I spend hours every day doing a great job for you. And all you need to do, you know it, is subscribe. Also, you might want to comment below whether you think that Facebook is on your side or not on your side. I really want to know that. Is Facebook on your side or not on your side as far as its metaverse is concerned? Also, I want you to like this video so that Facebook and YouTube know that it's a desirable video to show other people. And you may want to also share it with some other people. And now let's go. Let's listen in on what Mr. Mark Zuckerberg has to say, and then you will hear my comment.
Imagine you put on your glasses or headset and you're instantly in your home space. It has parts of your physical home recreated virtually. It has things that are only possible virtually, and it has an incredibly inspiring view of whatever you find most beautiful.
Hey, are you coming?
Yeah, just gotta find something to wear.
Now, excuse me, let's just stop right there. Mr. Mark Zuckerberg does not look like that. Maybe he looked like that 10, 20 years ago, but that's not what he looks like now. So what's he trying to do? Well, Facebook has realized that it's losing its younger clientele. It's losing the younger clientele to TikTok and Snapchat, and it wants to win them back by having its hero, Mark Zuckerberg, look really young. Let's check out Wikipedia and see how old he actually is. According to Wikipedia, at the time of this recording, February 22, 2022, a lot of twos today, it's Tuesday, Mark Zuckerberg is 37, but I think they did a lot of makeup and a lot of touch-up to make him look a little younger than that. Now let's return to the video and see what else he's got to say.
All right, perfect.
Boy.
Oh, hey, Mark.
Hey, what's going on?
Hi, Mark. What's up, Mark?
Whoa, we're floating in space? Who made this place? It's awesome.
Right? It's from a creator I met in LA.
This place is amazing.
Boz, is that you?
Of course it's me. You know I had to be the robot, man.
I thought I was supposed to be the robot.
Whoa.
I knew you were bluffing.
Now, what he's done in the last few minutes is everybody's happy and loving and floating in space with no gravity, and they're dressed up as anything they want. They can be a lobster or human or anything they want. They can actually float through their friends and it doesn't hurt them. Well, there's nothing wrong with showing happy, happy, happy. It's just that he's oversimplifying the metaverse. The metaverse is not always going to be sweet, sweet, nicey, 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 but it's an advertisement. So I'll give him a little bit of leeway on that one.
Hey, wait. Where is Naomi?
Let's call her.
Naomi.
Hey, should we deal you in?
Hey, sorry I'm running late, but you've got to see what we're checking out. There's an art.
And notice what he did here. He tapped on his wrist and he made a phone call. He was in the metaverse, tapping on his wrist, and he made a phone call to a real person in the real world. And so what Facebook has just announced is they want to blur the distinction between the real world. Did he actually tap on an Apple Watch in the real world, or did he tap on some kind of virtual thing on his virtual wrist in the metaverse? We're not exactly sure. He's blurring the lines on purpose to lure you into his metaverse, lure you in, giving you the impression that once you're in, you can do things in the metaverse. You can also do things out in the real world while you're in the metaverse. And so the conclusion is, according to Mark Zuckerberg, hey, come into my universe and stay there for your whole life. Wow, that's a pretty good advertisement.
There's an artist going around Soho hiding AR pieces for people to find.
3D street art? That's cool.
Send that link over so we can all look at it. This is stunning.
Notice what he's done here. He's blurring the lines again. He's saying that there's some AR, that's augmented reality art. And because it moves in such a beautiful way, and since it looks like a real wall in the real world, we're not exactly sure whether we're in the metaverse, seeing this beautiful 3D painting moving around, or whether we're in the real world in which 3D paintings can't move around. So he's doing a really good job of blurring the lines, luring us in, making it seem that everything is just going to be sweet and wonderful. This is a pretty darn good job he's doing, pretty darn good marketing job. But what's he leading up to?
All right, so that's a glimpse of a few ways that we're going to be able to get together and socialize in the metaverse. It's a ways off, but you can start to see some of the fundamental building blocks take shape. First, the feeling of presence. This is the defining quality of the metaverse. You're going to really feel like you're there with other people. You'll see their facial expressions, you'll see their body language, maybe figure out if they're actually holding a winning hand. All the subtle ways that we communicate that today's technology can't quite deliver.
Now, this is actually true. In the metaverse, it's one step greater immersion than just watching a movie or watching a YouTube video. It's one step deeper because you're not just outside the video watching it. You're not just outside a movie aware that you're eating popcorn. You actually have a feeling of being inside. You are inside the movie watching fish sail by or swim by or fly by, whatever it is. You're actually going to be inside of it, being startled at what is going on around you as if you're in it. That's completely true.
Teleporting around the metaverse is going to be like clicking a link on the internet. It's an open standard. In order to unlock the potential of the metaverse, there needs to be interoperability.
And now you see the first crack. Now you see the first desperation. Mark Zuckerberg knows that his metaverse is a centralized metaverse, and he knows that everyone hates it, at least the people in the know, and you may not be in the know, so I'm explaining it to you. There's two kinds of metaverses. There is Mark Zuckerberg's metaverse, which is owned by Meta, which owns Facebook, which owns its metaverse. And the people who get to decide what that metaverse looks like is Mark Zuckerberg, no one else. He's in charge. Maybe his board of directors, maybe he's got to have a metaverse set of advisors, but they decide, not you. They decide. They can make whatever decision they want. If they decide that you can only have NFTs that do this, or you can only have weapons that do that, even if you want to do something else, you are not able to. What is the decentralized metaverse? Well, Axie Infinity and Decentraland and my favorite Sandbox, there isn't one person or one group or one steering committee or one board of directors that owns it and guides it and governs it. No, in those metaverses, let's use the Sandbox to be specific, everyone who owns a Sandbox coin, even one Sandbox coin, gets to vote, because Sand is a governance coin. So is Axie Infinity, AXS, a governance coin. You actually vote. So there are issues that come up. There's going to be ethical issues. There's going to be issues that relate to which way, which direction that metaverse should go. And the actual users, the owners of the coins, get to govern, get to vote, get to decide. But you can say whatever the heck you like. You don't get to decide anything in Facebook's metaverse. You can yell and scream. You can make up Facebook groups. You can send letters. You can do what you like. It doesn't matter, because Mr. Mark Zuckerberg can do what he likes. And he knows that all the other many metaverses that are now and are coming to be don't like him and don't want his metaverse, because it is a centralized metaverse. And so what he's saying here is, let's have interoperability. Let's have an avatar in one metaverse just be able to go to another metaverse. That's because he wants interoperability, because he doesn't want to be barricaded out by all of the other decentralized metaverses. That's a very, very big issue.
So even though it's still a long way off, we're starting to work on some of these foundational concepts today.
And there you heard it. The most important word in that sentence was we. We are starting to work. That means Mark Zuckerberg and his team of his programmers doing the coding that he wants. That's the we. It's not a we that includes you. You don't get a choice. If you don't like the direction that Facebook's metaverse is going, but you've already bought the Oculus and you've already bought lots of games and you already have lots of friends and you already have avatars and NFTs of clothing and running shoes and such, then you're not like captured, but you're kind of emotionally involved so much in Facebook's metaverse. It's hard to extricate yourself. It's hard to get out. It's hard to go to another metaverse when you've already invested so much in that one. And so he finally let out right at the end of his video, the we, that 2-letter word. And that's the secret. What is the we? Is the we one person and one small group of people making the decision? Or does the we include you? And excuse me, in Mark Zuckerberg's Facebook metaverse, there is no you. You do what you're told. He'll give you a lot of room, but only within his room and only buying the stuff he wants you to buy. Whereas if you're in a decentralized metaverse, you have not only choice, you have governance control. And that is the giant difference. You are now way wiser than you were just a few minutes ago. Please click on Meta in order to subscribe to my channel. And please click on this video, which is my most recent video, my previous one. And please click on that video, which Google and YouTube think is the most appropriate if you enjoyed this video.